Hello everyone, welcome to my place. I'm going to tell you what happened last Wednesday. I had two guys came out, was driving on the property that haven't been out here probably about, I'm going to say probably about 6 or 7 years. They came out on our roads heading to another pasture, got stuck, and came over to my place. I helped them, but before that I let the guy know you can't just come on somebody's property, start driving around, because where I live we have 2 shooting ranges, and you don't know when these guys shows up. Once in a while I get a text message to let me know when someone shows up, but 80% of the time I don't get a text message. So I was looking out for their welfare. After I got them unstuck, they left, and I was supposed to have a package delivered to me. Wasn't sure if it was from the mail people or the UPS. I assume it was going to be the UPS. So I went on my phone and it showed that my package was delivered. Then my gut feeling kicked in. When I got down there, my package was gone. Those 2 guys, which one of them had a son, looked like he might have been 4 or 5 years old. They picked up my package off the ground and put it in the vehicle, and they drove off. It shows that when you think you can trust someone, how they can stab you in the back. Actually, when I helped them when they were stuck. Now, was I angry? Yes. Hopefully I can get this worked out with Amazon. But the thing is, what does this got to do with Jehovah's Witnesses? Can you imagine joining and not even knowing it? You're joining a cult, a false religion. They don't give you a choice. You know, this is the truth about this religion, and this is the religion that people's walking away from. You don't have that choice, because they don't tell you the truth about this religion before you get baptized. Heck, no false religion or no cult is going to tell you their history. They don't even give you an idea to go on different websites and let you choose to believe what we went through and others, the reason why we left. They don't point them to our YouTube channels. So these people are baited into this false religion, just like my parents was. The reason I'm making this is because when you a Jehovah Witness, you have to obey all the elders, obey circuit overseer, but most of all you have to obey the governing body. 7 men that been on different programs, the JW broadcast. They have given speeches, and you really sit down and listen to these men, listen to their voices. How can you really believe these men was chosen and picked to be the master shepherds of all the shepherds who are supposed to be the elders here on earth? Now, trust. When you have a question, you're supposed to be able to go to these men, and with their wisdom and the spiritual guidance, and they're supposed to be full of Holy Spirit. When you sit down and try to talk to these men that I did to prove that Nebuchadnezzar's father was still alive in 607. I had proof of the Babylonian timeline that Nebuchadnezzar could not destroy Jerusalem in 607 because A, his father was still alive. Facts and evidence always wins over a lie. People, let me try to explain this in a way. I have nothing to gain to going around changing Babylonian history, the Jews' own history, or you can Google this 587 or 586 BC for yourself, and you'll find out the truth about the destruction of Jerusalem. You have to realize when you start seeing the truth, are you going to follow Christ's words? You going to get out, or you want to stay in because you think that if history, true history and evidence is not enough for you to get out of this false religion, then you are home, and you can call it your shelter, your ark, your future fantasy paradise. I took a journey after the second week of April 2012 to dig in after I was taken to a website and they told me to, in there I was able to look up histories, books and stuff, what Jehovah's Witnesses have published, and I would be able to see the truth for myself. I never was much of a reader, but I was inspired. Not inside Jehovah's Witnesses, but I was inspired when I was coming out to see the evidence for myself. I lost so many friends. I saw some that even knew me when I first came to the Kingdom Hall when I was a teenager. They watched me grow up. People that I respected, now they treat me like a criminal. That's going to happen, people. When you join this cult, and trust me, I don't like that word either, but it's the truth. I can never imagine, ever dream, I would be using a word like that for a religion that I knew there was something was not right with it, but in my brainwashed head, what if? And if I didn't go back, I could be destroyed, because I had doubts. Well, those doubts gave me strength. Those doubts gave me courage. Those doubts made me to do major research through their own publications. And that's before I even started watching videos. So I wasn't poisoned by the apostates or the ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, because the phone call that I did made when I did some Google search for ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, all he did is told me to go to archive.org and just type in Jehovah's Witnesses, Watchdog, and go from there. And that's all I did. I made up my mind when I saw so many lies in their own publications. And trust me, even being brainwashed for so many years and been out for so many years, everything was coming together, and I realized that I had to go further to educate myself more. So I started going on YouTube, typing ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and I came across people learning their experience, their downfall in this false religion that they came out of. Understanding all of us, we learn one thing: to have courage, strength to say, this is it, I had enough. I mean, heck, I bought me a device that I was going to use to the circuit assemblies, and I could record all the talks or some of the main talks. So I invested money to go back to the meetings and to have fun using technology that could help me to work, the door work. But before they even started using iPads and all of that, I never knew that what I had I was going to use against them today. The path I choose now is the right path. People, you can't walk into a trap when there's so much evidence, so much proof. This religion never had the truth. It never had a solid foundation from Charles T. Russell. Everything was built upon lies. And Watchtower by Judge Ruckford did a 360 twist, formed a new religion, and even the Bible students left Watchtower, and they still under Charles T. Russell's teaching. And to this day, you got the Bible students movement, and you got Jehovah Witnesses movement, almost close to being the same teachings, but different ways. I wanted to say one thing, and I'm going to end this. If you don't get out of this false religion, you'll never have your mind and be who you want to be. If you're still being controlled by Satan and his demons, as long as you sit in that congregation and listen to all the bull crap, their promises, their lies, you will fall when this religion, when it will fall. So it's your choice. You can follow us out of this false religion, or you can stay in and watch the destruction of the religion right before your eyes. It's your choice. Thank you, and have a nice day.